There we go. So cool. Guys, thanks for jumping on. Every Tuesday morning, we're doing this here, 9 o'clock Mountain Time where I'm at, Colorado. Supposed to get 2 inches of snow later. Shaun just got back from Puerto Rico. Rough life. Shaun's living there. So anyway, and just a reminder, guys, Thursday morning, same time, different Zoom ID, but we're doing the agent attraction training every week, Thursday morning at the same time. For those that want to, have any interest in that, reaching out to their agents. But this is all about just helping production, helping you grow your business. That's what we're doing here. In addition to all the stuff that EXP offers, 80 hours a week, whatever. These are kind of fun because we can see each other, interact a little more, do it here on Zoom. So Shaun is going to teach today. Shaun Richardson, been a realtor for 6 years, been with EXP for 4, and been Icon for the last 2. So I'm gonna let him tell his story and jump on into it here. So Shaun, I appreciate you doing this, man. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead, man.
Share. I love that about EXP, the fact that we get to share with one another what's working and sometimes what's not working, because sometimes we're trying something and it doesn't work, and it's important for us to know so we're not wasting our time and energy and efforts. So I'm going to share just a short background on who I am. This here's my family, Jessica on the left. We just celebrated 15 years of marriage back in September. Our daughter, Chloe, in the middle. She's 21 now. We just celebrated her birthday in December, went to Chicago, had a good time up there, had some amazing food, still trying to lose some of that weight from all that food. Anyways, we got our two little fur babies, Chase and Lucky. You got to have a couple dogs or cats in the house, right? We have 2 dogs. They're crazy. We love them. So growing up, right out of high school, I washed windows for a living, was petrified of heights. So it's ironic that I ended up cleaning windows for 18 years. And, someone said, oh, that's great that you overcame your fear of heights. But really, to be honest, I never overcame my fear of heights. I just learned to face my fear. There's a difference. And the reason I bring this up, I know we're talking real estate today, is sometimes there's something that scares you, but if you face it head on, it will teach you and prepare you for what's to happen in the future. And I feel like facing the fear of heights, not letting that control me, helped me when it came to real estate. Here's my personal timeline. I joined EXP in November of 17. When I left my brokerage, he goes, Shaun, this is going to ruin you. Nobody's going to want to work with you. I was the first EXP agent in my area. And he was like, you need to pause and stop for a second. He's like, you should be scared to death right now. Like, you're about to ruin your career. Well, I left anyways, gave him a hug, told him I loved him, smiled. I was like, I have to do this for my family. I can't not do this. And so by September, I capped and made 100% on several deals, but I didn't hit Icon. And I remember after 2 years telling my wife, I don't know if it's ever in the cards for me to hit Icon. I mean, I'm gonna have to sell like 50 to 60 homes and I'm not getting close. I'm hitting 30 homes a year. How do I get to Icon? Well, I spoke to Jay and he always would introduce me. He'd be like, hey guys, this is Shaun. He's gonna sell 50 to 60 homes this year. And I remember I called him mid 2020 and I was almost in tears. I was like, Jay, I just wanna thank you for believing in me more than I believed in myself. He's like, why, what's going on? I said, well, I've only ever sold 30 homes in a year, but halfway through the year, I just sold my 31st house. So thank you for being the one that believed in me more than I believed in myself. I think we all need someone in our life that believes in us more than we believe in ourselves. So as you're bringing on agents, guys, be that person that believes in them more than they believe in themselves. I was able to hit Icon in 2020 in the middle of pandemic, hit it in November. So it was right before my anniversary date. I was legit about ready to go buy a rental property to make sure I didn't miss hitting Icon because I was getting down to the wire. Well, this last year, 2021, was able to hit Icon in September. So 2 months earlier, there was no sweating it. My wife quit her job, joined me full time. So we're now a real estate team. There's a picture of my beautiful wife. I got a rebrand. We came up with the slogan, experience the Richardson difference. And our website's therichardsondifference.com. What I love about EXP, guys, is you get to brand yourself. One thing I've done since the get-go and joining EXP is I started buying blue shoes, bright blue shoes. And everyone knows me as the blue shoe realtor. And I know it sounds kind of stupid or corny, but it works. It's a way for them to remember you. It's a way for you to stand out. So I made sure I had my blue shoes on when we got our photos taken. It's just find a way to be different. Don't ever blend, right? So what am I here to talk about today? Well, basically, I want to help you take every closing and create a referral machine. What does that mean? Like, how do you create a referral machine out of every closing? A lot of realtors, sadly, they close a deal and now they're on to the next, and they never touch base with that client ever again. So we all have closings. This was a good friend of mine. We used to wash windows together. He actually just came over last night for a little bit. He's moved to Florida. Him and his wife sold their house with me. Couple on the bottom left here, they moved here from Texas. Beautiful thing about that is it was a referral from another EXP agent, and they were down in Texas and referred me this couple, pre-approved $500,000 buyer. I was super pumped to help them. I think I showed them 3 houses and we put it under contract. The house in the top left, that was the house that the couple on the right lived in. It was his family's forever home, right? It was his parents' house. It was his house. It was kind of an emotional deal. But one thing you'll notice with that picture, you'll see our little Chase, right? Our little Palm. He's in there twice. I have a little fun with this. A lot of my sold pictures will have him in it. And once again, it's turned into the Where's Waldo. People will comment on my sold pictures. Dude, where's your dog? And then sometimes they'll be like, well, he's in there. You just got to find him. He'll be up in a tree. He'll be on a truck. He'll be on the front porch. He'll be right next to us. I kind of move him around, but I have fun with it, right? So one thing I always make sure is I ask first, hey, is it cool if I get a picture with you guys at closing? And we get a picture and we post it. But what I want to encourage you guys to do today is don't lose touch with those people. Those people will become your referral partners. They will help you grow your business going forward. If you're closing 25, 30 deals a year, there's no reason you shouldn't continue to close 25 to 30 deals next year from the people that you just closed with. So basically, what you want to do is you want to use your CRM. Whether you're using KV Core or something else, be sure to use your CRM. Use something, some kind of card system. I use send out cards. Keep in touch with your past clients. Throw housewarming parties. Have a cookout. Have a Christmas party. So I'm going to break this down. So what I do when I have a closing, I go into KV Core and I make sure I update them to closed. That way, I can easily send them a message. Like, hey guys, hope you're doing well. I just wanted to touch base with you. Here's a couple tips. You know, we're in the winter season. Be sure you change your filters, check your smoke detectors, just anything helpful. I did a video with a local, they're called Swartz Restoration, and they help people that have fire damage, water damage, those kinds of events. And so we just put together a video. I think it was 4 minutes long. And if you're going to do something like that, the beautiful thing is do it once and then cut it up into smaller videos. So we had like 5 tips. So what I did is I made sure I cut out each tip and put it into my story on Facebook, Instagram. Be putting content out there, but use KV Core. If you're not paying for the video option, do that. It's like 30 bucks a month. And basically you can create a video. Here's what I did. I had a Christmas party coming up. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, but I sent out a video. Hey guys, it's Shaun Richardson. I hope you're doing well. We're having our Christmas party here at our house. So excited. We're going to have live music. We're going to have open bar. We're going to have pizza, cheesecake tacos, and lots of giveaways. And then I hit send and I sent that out to all my closed clients. I didn't have to go through and find them because I had changed them as closed in KV Core. And so you're simplifying what you're doing. You're making it easy for yourself to follow up with your past clients. Don't lose touch. Be their realtor, right? And also, you know, always linking with local businesses, right? Like, be willing to be the person that reaches out. Write a list. Who in business should you be doing videos with? And then do a video with it. It could be a home inspector one day. It could be a lender. It could be a painter. It could be a landscaper. The list goes on and on and on. It could be a roofing company. Hey guys, it's Shaun Richardson here. Today I'm here with such and such, and they're with such and such company. And then you put that content out there. You're their realtor. They're following you because you're interesting. You know, have something of content. And then, you know, when it's the holidays, whatever holiday we're coming up on Valentine's Day, I might just send out a video just saying, do you love your home? You know, kind of deal. Do you want a free home evaluation? The market has changed. You know, some of your past clients have been in their house for a little bit. They might be ready to put it back on the market. I've had actually probably 4 or 5 recently reach back out and they're interested in selling and buying again. So it never hurts to be front and center, and to follow up with past clients. So send out cards, guys. I love send out cards. You can personalize it. I've had past clients when I send them a card, and there's different reasons I'll send them a card. One of them is I'll just simply send them a card because I saw something on Facebook. Maybe they had a baby, and I'll grab the picture. I had one client, they had a picture before where they walked in with the carrier empty, and then the after picture had the baby in it. And I sent that to them on a card. The more things you could send like that, personalized to your past clients, none of them have told me it's creepy. They actually think it's cool, and they're like, thank you, that was really cool of you. And send out cards give you the option to add something to it. I usually add some brownies. But what I do when I have a closing, I go into send out cards, I create a new contact, and I put them in there, and I put their address, I put their anniversary as the date that they bought their home. That way I don't forget to send them something next year. And on their house anniversary, I send them a card. I try to make sure it's personalized. I'll put the picture of them with the title company or in front of the house, and I'll attach that on the card, and you can just put it right on the front, put yourself on the back. And one thing you want to make sure is you put something in there at the bottom where basically it says, hey guys, always appreciate referrals. And if you want a free home evaluation, the market's changing, feel free to reach out. Be happy to come back out and give you a free home evaluation. You wouldn't believe the prices right now, something like that. And so every year, look back, who did you sell a house to last year? In January. Who did you sell a house to the year before in January? Go back as far as you can. EXP, it's real easy. You just go in there and you look at recent transactions and you type in the dates. I do that every month. And almost every month I have a client post something on Facebook. I got the best realtor in the world, and they'll post the picture, they'll post the brownies. I had one client, they put the brownies on top of some ice cream with some chocolate syrup and posted it. And I don't know, it's just dare to be different, dare to be fun, and stay in touch. Then there's the housewarming party. This is one of my favorites. Now I can't take credit for this. This was a Gene Frederick thing. This was something I learned from EXP, but guys, it works. I just had a housewarming party a couple weeks ago, and my client loved it. It was too cold to have a cookout, so I brought pizzas, I brought some cheesecake tacos, and I made sure I plugged that local company that makes those cheesecake tacos and the pizza company. The more you can do that, the more you can connect businesses with your clients. It is a beautiful thing. You can also reach out to your lender if you're like, Shaun, I don't want to spend $200 on a housewarming party. That's about what it costs to buy the pizzas and to buy the cheesecake tacos. Get a lender, say, hey, here's what I'm thinking of doing. Do you want to be a partner and go in on this with me? Ask your title rep, hey, I'm going to, that closing we had, we're going to have a housewarming party. Do you want to be there? Maybe they'll split it. And then when you're there, just have fun. You could give something away at the housewarming party. But of course, at the closings, I'm always giving a cool closing gift. I never leave a closing table without giving a gift. I know when I was a buyer looking to buy a house and that realtor gave me that card or whatever it was that had money in it, I was kind of blown away, like, oh, wait, I just bought a house and I get to go to dinner for free. Sweet, but what I think you should do and what I do is personalize those gifts. When you're giving them something, don't make it about you. Don't make it about EXP. Make it about them. Get them a cutting board that has their name, something about them, has a picture of their house. I have a guy, he can literally take a picture of a house and put it on a cutting board. So I'm going to be using that a lot because you want them to want to have that out. And when they see it, they'll know where it came from. It doesn't have to have your name on it. I just think it's kind of tacky when it's like you're always advertising, but they know who gave that to them. But when you're at your housewarming party, just make connections, be around people, find out. My last one I had, I might have 2 realtors out of it coming on, getting their real estate license, and I might have got 2 possible buyers and 1 listing. That was worth the $200. I mean, I don't think you can spend $200 in a better place because you're the rock star. You're the only realtor at that party, right? And, always, like I said, be connecting. If your lender comes, if you got something from a certain place, make sure they're well aware. Oh man, yeah, I actually got that at the local such and such restaurant. Isn't it great? And you're basically encouraging them to use that local business let your local businesses know what you're doing. They might be willing to go in with you or give you a discount, those kinds of things. I know I went to a furniture store and I told them I was doing a giveaway, and they actually gave me a really good deal on something. I mean, cut the price way down because it was going to be a giveaway. So dare to have fun, dare to be memorable. But if you have 25 closings and you end up having 25 housewarming parties, just imagine where that's going to take your business down the road. And at the same time, you're keeping in touch with them using some kind of card system, sending them something, let them know that you haven't forgot about them. Or maybe you decide to do video, but let them know you haven't forgot about them. That's my main thing. I really am huge on that. It's all about relationships. Then dare to be different and have a cookout, right? Now we had 2 cookouts last year. This was our EXP cookout. So all our EXP agents, we each needed to get 2 or more sponsors. And so we all took time to make sure we got sponsors. You can see the sign. A sign company actually donated the sign because they were on there. And so find sponsors, have fun. We invited the sponsors. We all invited our past clients. We also had music, live music, and we had lots of giveaways. We gave away so much stuff. Oh my gosh, we were giving away stuff the entire time. People walked away full. They walked away listening to good music, and they walked away. They won some prizes. And there was also cornhole. And I actually gave away a cornhole set. I found someone locally that builds them and makes them. So get your local companies involved. Basically, you're introducing them to your best clients. Hey, we're going to have a cookout this summer. I want to introduce you to some of my best clients. Give stuff away. Get a hold of a local musician that you want to plug. Think of it as you're adding value to them. It's not that you're paying them for a gig. You're adding value. They're getting to meet. They're probably going to get other gigs out of your cookout. So dare to be different. Be the only brokerage in the area that has a cookout that invites just about everybody. Grill up some burgers, some brats, whatever you like, but just have fun. Like, I can't say that enough. And I want to mention at the bottom there, that is Annie. She's the one that takes all my real estate pictures. I had her take the photos at the event. And so when you have a cookout, if you hire someone to take pictures, that gives you something to post on social media. And you can send it to your clients. It's a great touch point. Hey, it was great seeing you guys at the cookout. You send it to them. Once again, you can add that on a card and send it to them later. It was great having you at the cookout. I hope you're doing well. Have a great 4th of July. Or, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many ways of touching base, but if you don't do anything, you're letting everyone turn into a cold past client. You don't want to always have to come up with brand new clients, right? If you do stuff like this every year, they're going to always remember you. They're always going to refer you. You're their realtor. Like, you're not the person that sold them a house. You become their realtor, and that's what you want. This is another photo at the event, the cookout. It'll help you stay top of mind with your clients and your vendors, right? Like, that's so important. I can't stress that enough. Plus, you're getting to show the local companies that you have their interest in mind. You want to grow their business. You want to, introduce them to people that could use their services. Get your photographer involved, introduce them to people. I'll give you an example. There was someone I know that's getting married. I made sure that she knew before she went who that was. I introduced her to them. I want her to get that wedding, right? Because they're getting married in a couple of years. And then always have something to give away that people will use. If you hand out cards, you know what people are going to do with them? They're going to throw them away. Nobody knows what to do with the card. They put it in their pocket. Hey, thanks for the card. And then they pitch it. So give them a pen that has your information on it, that has a stylus, give them something they're going to use and hang on to. I have so many people, it sounds cheesy, but I give away pens all the time, and they're nice pens. Go to pens.com. I get the EXP logo on it. It's the bright blue. It's the blue ink. And people have told me stories of how, oh, my spouse, man, she was taking the cart back and she came back to the car. Then she made a bolt line back to the cart just to get the pen because that's her favorite pen. I know it sounds silly, but it works, right? But just remember, guys, when you host something like this, a cookout, you're the rock star. You're the one that put this together. They're not going to forget that. Then we had our Exp Christmas Party. What I do is we invite all our past clients, and they don't all come. So don't be scared. Don't say, oh gosh, I got like 100 past clients. Invite them all. Create an event on Facebook. Hey guys, having a Christmas party, come on out. invite some other realtors, invite your realtors that you brought into EXP. But once again, get some local vendors to come, have them give something away. Do you know someone that's in business that would love to meet some of your past clients? Really think about it. Like, who would that fit? And then have them there and just tell them, hey, look, the food, the music, the drinks, it's all on me. If you just want to come and give something away to kind of plug your own business, I'd love it. I usually actually purchase some stuff from local businesses too, and I give it away. I have a lot of giveaways during the party. Every half an hour, we're pretty much announcing a couple giveaways. It's a lot of fun. I mean, you just can't beat giving something to somebody. And what I did for my Christmas party is I used KV Core and I sent out that video, and there's a way you can add a link. And basically the link was my Google review. And if they would give me a Google review during the year, anyone that did that would be entered to win something at my Christmas party. It was a $100 Amazon gift card. Just always trying to think of ways of helping others. At the same time, you want your Google reviews, right? Like, you want them, if they have something good to say about you, you want them to give you a review. And I mean, once again, what's not to like? They leave, they had live music, they had great food from local companies, they had drinks. The reason we hire a bartender is she really does help us make sure we're not over serving our guests. We don't need a bunch of sloppy drunks, you know what I mean? Like, she kind of controls that. So I'm very appreciative of her. And I also do two things to make sure it's worth it for the bartender. Plus I had a guy named Derek Dunbar come and play. I put a tip jar out, and anyone that tips the bartender or Derek, they would get entered in to win something. So for instance, the bartender, they would get entered to win some crown. If they tipped the musician, they got entered to win. It was like it's one of those welcome signs that you have next to your front door, but it was for Ohio State Buckeye fans. And so that was like a $75 prize. So they had to tip him. So I'm encouraging people to tip him, right? I want them to tip, and they're able to request songs because he's good enough, he can do that. It was a lot of fun. I mean, and then I had her taking pictures. I had her taking professional pictures. Once again, my photographer was there. And the guy on the right, he's actually my money man. That's what he calls himself. He's in my BNI group, Edward Jones. And he got to meet a lot of my past clients. This isn't all the clients that were there, but I just put a few up here so you can kind of see. But it's that face-to-face, right? They got to talk, they got to meet, and he might get business down the road because he made some relationships at my Christmas party. And I use these pictures and I send them out cards, thanking them, hoping they have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And they're probably, I bet if you went to their homes, their cards are still up to this day on their porch. But I have one more slide, but that is it. Is there any questions? I know that was a lot, but I just really enjoy staying in touch with past clients, and I just wanted to share. Jeff asked me to share something, and that's pretty much what I do.
It's awesome. Really good stuff. What kind of thoughts do you guys have? Because I mean, what does that get you thinking about? Let's talk about it for a minute, because there's a lot of good stuff there. Ideas with that.
Yeah, Shaun, I just want to throw out, man, if you were my realtor and all that you just went through was going on, I can't even fathom. I seriously mean it, going to another realtor. And just everything that you did, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this guy is my realtor for life. I thought that was awesome. It really was.
Well, thank you. I mean, that's the goal, right? You just dare to be different. Let them know you care. I mean, ultimately, it comes down to how much do you care? Someone said something about thoughts on providing alcohol at the house party. It's not been an issue. Like I said, I have the bartender there to try to keep anyone from getting overserved. Because if it was just like drink what you want, it could get kind of out of hand.
You do that at the housewarming party also? Do you bring in a bartender?
I don't do it at that. I don't do that at the housewarming party. I keep the housewarming party a little more affordable.
Right.
Typically, kid you not, the housewarming party, when I grill, it's like $50.
Yeah.
I buy the meat, I buy the buns, I buy cheese, and I ask every guest, I create a Facebook event. I make the buyer that's buying the house the co-host of the event. It's easy. You just go to your Facebook business page, create an event. Sure. And then I put on there, you can do a video, but I also type it out, kind of what's going to happen. Hey, bring a side dish. We're going to provide the meat. And then I usually ask if maybe the buyer just brings some drinks, if there's drinks they want to provide.
Right.
And then I encourage everyone to bring a housewarming party gift.
Very cool. Cheesecake tacos. What the heck is it?
Mhm.
I want one of
I
those.
know, she visited our BNI group and she brought samples and we were all like going crazy over them. I said, I want you at my Christmas party. So she had them at my Christmas party. I bought them for my housewarming party. They're a hit and they're different. So I'm always about being different. Like I don't want to blend in. I don't want to be just like everybody else. That's the worst thing you can do.
That's awesome. It sounds good. I know I used to have like, you were talking about CRM Grow and, making sure you switch everybody over there.
Mhm.
To close, somehow keeping track of that, with all your clients. I mean, if everybody do that, whatever CRM you're using.
Mhm.
I've told people on here before, I think, I used to have like a 7-year plan, like a follow-up, just a drip plan that they would go into, every few months they'd get an email or a text or whatever it was from me with something in there. And I had different things in place like that, like, once a year asking about it, if they wanted an update on their home value, that kind of stuff. Can I help you? Anything for taxes, that kind of just different things to help. And you just keep in touch. And then of course, there's always that PS at the bottom, referrals are the, best compliment you can give me, that kind of thing, and always asking for that. Just keep it out there in front of them, And you do after a few years when you like you doing, how many deals did you do? I mean, Shaun, you went from going, you were capping out about 30.
Mhm. Yeah, I was hitting 30 my first 2 years at EXP.
Yeah.
Let me see, the year after that, I did, I wasn't ready for that answer.
Okay.
Last year, I got paid on 79 deals.
79. Wow.
I closed 50 myself. I referred the others to my agents. So I got too busy. So I had to refer. I was begging my wife last year, you need to quit your job. You need to quit your job. I was like, I'm so busy.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think I did 60 deals the year before. So I got paid on 60. My first year I hit Icon, got paid on 79 last year. And I'm hoping to hit 100 this year.
No.
Wow.
Because I think, if you just do that right, like all the stuff you're doing, and you do that consistently for 4 or 5 years, you're never buying another lead the rest of your career. Really,
And
I
any
mean, unless
leads
you
you
want
did
to, you don't
buy,
have to.
yeah, any leads you do buy or pay a referral on, let's say you're part of Op City or whatever referral group you're on. If you do pay a referral, you're never gonna pay a referral on that person ever again and all their friends and all their family if you do it right.
For sure. How long have you used send out cards?
That's a good question.
Couple years
I think
now?
it's been almost the whole time I've been with EXP,
Okay.
just about.
Is it like a monthly fee for that, or is it like something where you pay as you use it, or how?
It depends on how much they have different options. You can do, if you want, you can do like a $99 a month, and then they kind of get you though, because if you want to do group sending, so like if you want to send it to a group, you need to actually pay extra for those cards. But the other cards are included for free, shipping and everything at $99 a month. So if you're creating personalized cards and you like the cards I send every month to past clients, I don't pay anything extra for that. That's part of my $99. I like it because it pushes me to do it. Like I'm paying that, so I might as well do this.
Yeah.
And you just put a reminder on your phone so you don't forget to do it. It's so important. And if you don't do it at the beginning of the month, do it in the middle of the month. But the main thing is follow back up with those people. Let them know you care. And watch to see what they're having. Did they get married? Grab the picture off Facebook, send it to them on a card. Congratulations. You can attach a cool gift with it. I love that feature. It's so cool.
And there's, and there's some people think $99 a month. Like I don't want to do that, but $1,200 a year, if you get one extra deal out of that, like it's just like a no brainer when you think it's something like that. You know what I mean?
Easy.
Whether
It's so easy.
else, but yeah. So
another thing too is when you put them into the send out cards, you can put them into a group. So like for instance, you could create a group, past clients 2021, past clients 2022. And so if you ever want to send it to a certain group, so let's say you're having a party just for everyone you closed last year, then you could do that. It's whatever you want to do. So that's kind of what I do for my Christmas party. I just have everyone under past clients and I don't have to go find everybody. I just choose past clients. I create the invite, I mail it to them. It looks like a Christmas card. So the ones that don't come, one of my past clients messaged me and she said, thanks so much. Yours was my first Christmas card. And they didn't come to the Christmas party, but she just reached back out to me. They're going to sell their house with me this year and they're going to buy a house. And so you got to stay in touch, guys. Like if you're letting your clients become cold, you're missing out.
mm-hmm. One of the things I mentioned, well, let me hit this real quick, like the housewarming party, because I love that idea too. I mean, you're getting to meet all of their friends.
Mhm.
And of course, they're singing your praises because you're the realtor.
Yep.
You know,
I had one guy, I kid you not, the buyer, people would come in the door, he'd be like, "Hey, John, you got to come and meet Shaun. This is the guy that sold me the house." And he did that with everyone that walked in the door. I was blown away. I didn't tell him to do that. He
Yeah.
just did it. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah. Well, I can see it. And then, yeah, you split the cost on it with, and then, like you said, you spend a couple $100 on each one. But if you split that with a lender or somebody to come in with you, that gives the lender a chance to meet all their friends, all their people, you know. Do you pass out cards or anything at that? Do you have something there where people are getting your information?
I usually give away, there's a couple things I like to give away. I always give away something that they're not going to throw away. I give away magnets. So if you have a local team that people typically like, for Ohio, it's Ohio State Buckeyes. It's just what it is. So I have a calendar that I pass out if it's that time of year, that as soon as those come out, they'll have it on their refrigerator the rest of the year, because the season goes until the end of the year. And then I do pens. And I do have cards on me, but I don't like to pass out cards because I know it's going to go right in the trash.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Like you said with the pens are good. Yeah, the magnets. I used to, the magnets are good. Around here, it's the Broncos.
There you go.
Ohio State. The Bengals. You guys are.
Yep.
You guys must be fired up about them. That's awesome.
Yep.
So, very cool. Let me ask you, like, just throw it out there, guys, and maybe just unmute yourselves a little bit. Like, again, just kind of like, what's this get you thinking about? Like, just kind of mastermind here for a second. Like other types of things you could do like this. I love the client, the cookout in the summertime. Again, getting all those sponsors, the giveaway every half an hour keeps people around, have fun, provide some food, all that kind of stuff. These housewarming parties, the Christmas party. One of the things that I haven't done this for a while, it's been a few years, but we did this, I talked about this on one of these other trainings where we'd rent like a movie theater, and because you could do it pretty cheap. It was like $300 or something, $400. And then, I think we bought like, everybody got, something. You get like popcorn, drink, candy, whatever it was. And, and just did like a family friendly movie. And it was like on a Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and invited all of our, like our database of clients, had a couple hundred people show up, and that was a lot of fun, something like that, just to pull people together. What other thoughts do you guys have? Like, just what other ideas, does this kind of stir in you a little bit? Let's think about it for a second. Things you could do with past clients to just, again, build that rapport, build that relationship even deeper, to where, like Shaun says, like, why would I ever pick another realtor? And then they're thinking about you when they're out to dinner with their friend on a Friday night, and like, oh my God, this summer, we're thinking we need to make a move. We're just so jammed in this house right now. And oh man, you got to call my guy Shaun. Here's what he did for us. Here's what he does. It's like, what kind of thoughts do you have on this? Let's talk about it for a second. Anybody?
It's like someone put some in the comments. Pop buys on holidays. That's a good one. Get some pies, drop them off at past clients' homes.
Yeah.
So that was me. Sorry, I cannot turn on my camera, but I did Christmas wrapping and with tape. And I went to everybody and I was like, I get you wrapping paper and tape, and you can wrap all your Christmas gifts. And I put them all on their porch, and they were super excited. I mean, I spent maybe $3 per client.
There you go. That's cheap.
Looks like Katrina put something in the comments too.
Katrina, are you able to unmute or no? Maybe not. Katrina's right here in Colorado Springs.
Hey, I'm here.
There you go.
I play a lot of pickleball, so pickleball paddles are like $200, but I'll give my clients a really nice paddle. But guess what? When they're out at the courts, they say, "Oh, I got this paddle from my realtor,"
Yeah.
And then at their housewarming parties, we raffle off a really good one.
Nice.
And so it's just a way to get people talking and create excitement.
That's cool. That's awesome. Tim, because again, you've been around for a long, long time. Is there anything, have you done some things in the past yourself, like with your group, your team, anything like this along these lines?
Oh, you're exposing me. I was actually going to come on here and expose myself, so I'll go ahead and do that. The answer is no.
Okay.
I have never had a past client campaign, ever. I've
Okay.
chased every piece of new business directly. I've paid for a ton of leads. I've done extremely well. I've iconed 3 of the last 4 years, hopefully get the 4th one. But late last year, I did have a few people help me out and go through my entire 20 years worth of past client database. And we now have them labeled as past clients. So
Yes.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that's never done this. So I would ask Shaun, and thanks, man, this content's been phenomenal.
Absolutely.
But somebody like me that's never had a past client campaign, what would you suggest I do? Now that I have my database, I know who my past clients are. How would you start?
I make sure you send them a video and a card and just let them know that you're having something. As soon as you're, if it's going to be a summer cookout, if it's going to be like a bowling event or a Christmas party, whatever you end up having, invite everybody. And like Jay's the one that encouraged me. He's like, Shaun, you can't afford not to do a Christmas party. And I was like, all right, when Jay talks, I'm going to listen because he's crushed it, right? And he said, you can't afford not to. He said, not everybody's going to come. And I was like, all right. And he's right. You'll invite a bunch of people, but during COVID, I invited, I can't remember how many, but we had 55 people show up at our house. And it was a great party. There was one person that wore masks, no one else wore masks, but just definitely reach out using the card and the video. And I think the video is key because they see and hear you. I like that, right? Versus a card feels cold. It's something that you could have anybody do. But if you use KV Core or something like that where you can do it once, you can reuse that video different times. So I love that about the KV Core video option is you can do something once and then reuse and reuse. You don't have to always be creating content.
It's a great
Awesome.
idea.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like at the because we've done the summer barbecue thing with people, we'd get in. I remember we had one guy, he came in and he set up those caricatures, that you'd go to, you see people at, $10 and they'll draw your like a cartoon kind of thing of you, and this guy was awesome, but we just had that set up and of course everybody could do it. There was no charge for it at all. Everybody did that. Was walking around with that. We had like face painting for the kids. We had, just all this kind of stuff set up around there, and everybody it was like 4 hours on a Saturday afternoon. I mean, it was a great time. The one thing we didn't do, and I see like on there with that is like all the giveaways with all the sponsors, like getting a bunch of other people to pitch in on this thing and make it that much bigger of an event with the giveaways. I love that idea.
And have them come up and announce what they're giving away. Hey guys, this is so-and-so, such and such company. You give them the microphone. And then they can they get a couple, 30, 60 seconds to share something, and you're giving them that value add, and it's making it worth their while for being there.
Yeah. Do you ever go live on Facebook with any of these kind of events?
I do it in the event. So like I go into the event that I created on Facebook. I basically invite all my past clients on Facebook. Facebook has changed so many things. It's so frustrating. You used to be able to create a friends list. And I had a friends list just for past clients. So I would create video or post and want just past clients to see it because I was really just talking to them. And you could do that before, but Facebook doesn't like that. And they've taken that option away. And it's really annoying to me. But I do the events and you can invite people. And I try to put content on there. I try to pump it. Like for instance, the guy that's going to play music, I will show some of his videos from what he's played at other places. I'll show pictures of some of the stuff we're going to be giving away. I'll mention the food. I'll do a video. Hey guys, don't forget pizza, open bar, cheesecake tacos. A lot of people are like cheesecake tacos, and so it interested them. They were like, "What's that all about?" And lots of giveaways. And I don't know. It's a lot of fun. Like you will enjoy it. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie, but you'll enjoy yourself, and people will remember you. My gosh. I have people contact me all the time, and it's because I just stay in touch and, be their realtor. Don't be their person that sold them a home.
Yeah. That's awesome. Really good stuff. Any other thoughts, guys? Any questions at all for Shaun, or any other thing that stirs up like, hey, here's an idea that would be good for something like this? Anybody?
I just really appreciate all this information. This is great.
It's really good stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. This is why I love EXP. We all want to help each other, and that's different than any other company, right?
Yeah, for sure. The Blue Shoe Realtor.
Yeah. We actually, it's funny, my agents I've brought on, we call ourselves the Blue Shoe Crew.
There you go.
It
Very
seems
cool.
like you're a more seasoned agent and you have a lot more clients than a newer agent like myself. I've only been an agent a couple of years and have probably only I probably only have 24 clients total. But I think starting out and not having as much money to do some of the things that you do for your clients, what I do that's helped me is I stay in touch with all my clients, and I just maybe ask them to go out for a drink or go out to dinner or for lunch or coffee, or just check to see how their family's doing. And it's just a phone call. This past Christmas, I hand wrote every single Christmas card to the clients that I've sold and just thanked them and told them how much I appreciated their trust in me.
That's
Just so
awesome.
for a beginner agent, I would recommend something lower
Yes.
scale.
Yep, absolutely.
You could do some simple things, Angie, that, you know, that wouldn't have to be very expensive, you know, just even like a, you know, like a wine and cheese kind of thing or something, like even like at your house or something, or a clubhouse or something, you know, and, you know, whatever, you know, have everybody bring a bottle of wine or something, you know, and you're going to provide, you know, here's the cheese and crackers, you go to Costco and for, you know, $20, you walk out with all kinds of stuff. And it's just, you know, have some music playing on a, you know, on a boombox over in the corner or whatever. And, but just something like that to gather people together, or just little things you could do like that. Just have some fun with it, you know?
Yeah, and I try to make connections because I live in a community where there's a lot of transplants here and they don't know what to do or where to go. So I'm all about giving them ideas of how to be connected and just be a resource for them to add some more value.
Where do you live? Where are you at?
And the Gulf Shores, Alabama, this is like a tourist destination.
Okay. Yeah, there's Tim's got a place down there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know, even to do like, I'm thinking like I'm here in Colorado Springs, like it makes me think about like even like to do like hiking is big around here, and there's all kinds of outdoor, like I just think about like even to get in touch, like again, create like an event on like a business page, whatever, like to do like a Saturday morning hike.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was
You know,
thinking
and
too.
what's that?
I was thinking that too.
I mean, just
like
something like
hiking a
that, just
lot
to pull
too,
people
so-
together, and like after, you know, you do it like, I don't know, like 10 o'clock, we're going to meet, you know, till 11:30, whatever. And then we're all going to, you know, anybody wants to come with us, we're going to go downtown for lunch and just have some drinks and have some fun and whatever, just kind of like leave it kind of loose like that. But just again, make it a past client kind of thing, just to have some fun. You know what I mean? And if 10 people show up or 20 people, whatever, it's just something to do. And then you're taking pictures out there and you're posting it, maybe even going live on, you know, whatever. Hey, having a great time out here with my clients, you know, whatever. Everybody say hi, oh, everybody's going crazy. You know, that kind of, I mean, I just see like that kind of stuff happening where it's just fun. And, you know, people are drawn to that stuff, you know? And so anyway, it just gives me ideas. This is awesome. So
I want to
The main thing is do
emphasize,
something.
yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead, Tim.
I just want to emphasize getting your vendor partners to pay for it. I mean, those of you that are thinking, oh, I can't do that, it's too expensive.
True.
It doesn't have to cost you a nickel. You have a title company, you have a photographer, you have a home inspector, you have a mortgage partner. I mean, you could go on and on and on. Get everybody to throw in $200. They'll attend. They want to do this. They have budgets for this stuff. It doesn't have to cost you a penny. So really, really think about that. Don't be afraid to ask your partners to participate financially.
Yeah, it's a great point. Really great point.
100%.
Very cool. Well, good. Anything else, guys? Anybody else? Give it up for Shaun. Thank you, Shaun.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
job. Seriously, it was awesome. So appreciate it. Guys, next week, let's see, Sean Corbett's going to be teaching. He's going to be on here next week. He's got a phenomenal open house program that he does, and we're going to be talking about that, you know, as we head into the season here. That'll be good. So that'll be next Tuesday, Thursday morning, just a reminder, at the same time. Different Zoom ID. It's on the EXP Rockstar page and the Freedom Team page, which we are combining. We're getting that all into Workplace. That'll all be happening here, you know, real soon. We'll be, you know, pushing everybody over to that. But, you know, training this Thursday morning on agent attraction. Okay, for those that want to do that. I'm putting myself out there tomorrow morning, I think at 10 o'clock my time, doing live calls. We'll see where that goes. I got to practice that for today because it's been a while. I gotta be honest, it's been a while. I've been so focused. We had this big event last week. It's been crazy. It's been a few weeks, so I got to get back in the mode here. But I'll be doing that tomorrow morning. Want us to jump in there? I'll just go live on the team page, and you can watch me, wiggle my way through calls for an hour, see what happens. So anyway, but anybody else, anything before we go? We're all good?
One last thing
Yeah.
I want to share with Angie. As a new agent, this is what helped me. Do videos with local companies and get them to give something away and make it about them. You're basically encouraging people to use them. It could be a local business that serves food. It could be local massage studio. It could be whatever, right? But do something to where you're adding value to them, but you always get to start out, hey guys, Angie here with EXP Realty today I'm here with. And so the more they see you, when they run into you, whether it be at the grocery store or at the gym or wherever you run into people, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, Angie, my husband and I were just talking about you last night. That's what happened to me when I was a new agent. The biggest thing when you start is nobody knows you. And the ones that do know you don't want to use you because they know you're new. And so you need to just get yourself out there, start doing videos, home inspectors, lenders, become the source that when people think of how do I learn about real estate or how do I learn about buying or selling, Angie's always putting great content out. I'm going to go to her. And you become their realtor because you're putting the content. You're daring to be different. It doesn't pay to be a hidden agent. If no one knows you, no one's going to use you. And you're going to get out of real estate and you're going to get frustrated. So dare to be different. Make as many connections with people in real estate, whether it be title companies, lenders, whatever, home inspectors. But I would just encourage that with everything in me.
Very cool. Good stuff. Good tips, good advice. Shaun, thank you again. Totally appreciate
Thanks
your
for having me
time.
on, guys.
Doing
Y'all
it.
have a great day.
Absolutely. Guys, have a great day. Have a great
Shaun.
week. If we can help you,
Awesome.
let us know. Okay. We're always here for you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Shaun.
Glad to help.